Hey kids, welcome to NintenDormant, the podcast about Nintendo games that have been left on the shelf. Are you okay, Josh?
so understated to start with. It's hilarious.
Let's just keep it in. We'll keep rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, guys, how are you doing in another week of Nintendo? How are we?
Good.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Getting more craziness in Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah?
It's insane. I still somehow don't have every character. I don't know how this is possible.
I saw your Rick with the hat, which I was very pleased with. The little Rick.
Yes.
Cowboy Rick.
Space Cowboy Rick. Love
The
him.
custom vehicles in this game are wild. I saw someone made a Super Monkey Ball one.
Yes.
And it's the level with the tiles that separate. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly. I saw
Yeah.
your message and I showed it to a friend I was with.
Yeah, they got like
crazy.
a goal at the end. It's crazy good. I'm just seeing it's an art form. You can just make any piece of art you want to as a vehicle.
Yeah. Shape it out. There's a lot of Pokemon ones.
I think it's a legal requirement for Sakurai games to have like something that you can custom make. Because I'm thinking you know, the Smash Brothers level creator was absolutely incredible, and this just feels like a much smaller scale, but sort of equally. It's just equally creative, right? It feels like he just loves having that element in his games.
Yeah. I hope the next Smash Brothers lets me spray paint Mario to look however I want to.
That'd be brilliant.
Customize.
Can you imagine that being the gimmick? You can just spray paint every character.
I would just shave him. I would just have a clean shaven Mario to unnerve other people that are playing. against
Nintendo
him.
would
It's
ban
like,
you.
Yeah.
Like the Nintendo employee watching your game chat will immediately appear and
Spray painting Mario is
Rick
fine,
your
but you touch the
Switch too.
moustache, then you're out
Yeah.
there.
Get out. Nipples.
make him
nipples.
make
no
him
problem.
entirely naked.
Yep.
But as long as the moustache is still there, that's fine.
As long as keep his nipples on, take the moustache off, you're gone. But nipples on, moustache on, fine, acceptable.
I guess that's
Perfectly
okay.
acceptable.
Can you shave the nipples?
Can you shave his nipples?
He doesn't seem to have very hairy nipples.
Do you have
does
to
he?
add
quite,
the
they're quite
nipples
bare.
first?
Where did he have? Do you remember when they did that render and he had a grey hair? Was it a chest hair or was it a head hair?
I think it was a chest hair.
I feel like something's telling me it was a chest hair, but I can't remember if that's true.
I thought you were going to ask where were his nipples.
Well,
Given the context of the
Where are his nipples exactly?
Where did Nintendo put them?
who didn't have nipples? Was it Wario who's nippleless?
In Mario and Sonic at the
Olympics.
Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, Wario goes shirtless, no nipples.
Nippleless boy.
Sega are cowards.
Yes, and we all know people without nipples, evil. Apologies.
It's true.
Apologies
It's
to any
true.
listeners with no nipples. Obviously to the show. We don't.
I'm always saying this, always. Next week, we have Metroid Prime 4 releasing. Have you guys seen the details on the amiibo functionality?
Yes, I have.
It's incredibly funny.
It's
Is
so
this
funny.
Silex just saying lines of dialogue or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So you get
Scan
the
Silex
amiibo.
and he'll say he'll comment.
Yeah, you scan it, and he just says a random thing. It's Silex time.
Yeah. All right. What's he going to say? Realistically,
What's his catchphrase?
Well, that just happened. After every cutscene. Well, that just happened.
I hate the Federation.
Oh, rats. Or be like the claw, just go, I'll get you next time, Samus. And that's it. That's all.
That's pretty good. You're like Black Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog.
I mean, it'd be great, though, if, I was just going to say, he could maybe just say to a Metroid, suck me, but I don't think that's going to...
Say that in the voice.
Maybe suck me. Maybe there's just because maybe there's a symbiosis. Maybe there's a symbiosis with the Metroids. That's my current theory.
And
That's
that
it.
makes you want to, and it makes him want to.
Just
That's
just every time you tap it.
that's what happens.
It'd be so good.
I think I'm more surprised. I don't know why I didn't think about this, but I guess Silex is going to be talking in this game.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of phrases, I guess.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of iconic catchphrases. I guess I should have known this ages ago, but I'm so used to Samus not talking. I'm so used to Silex being a wordless credits guy.
He feels
They didn't even think about him having a voice.
He feels like he's going to be Samus's, I don't know if he's with the Space Pirates, but it feels like he's set up as, their version of Samus, right? Their kind of armoured super soldier. So you'd think it'd be sort of parallel in that way. What does the bike do? I've got the bike, but I don't know why. What does it do?
You ride it.
Well, yes, but what's the amiibo bike do, Josh?
Doesn't it change
Leave
the
my
colour
house and
scheme?
get on that.
Is that it?
Yeah, you can change the color scheme of the bike and stuff. One of the amiibos lets you like change the radio, so you can play music, any music from the game, only while riding the bike, which is kind of neat.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's that one or the regular Samus one that does it.
Oh.
The Super Smash Brothers ones play random sound effects from Smash, right?
From
I don't even know if it's from Smash. I think it's just random sounds get played.
They're like, they really went, what do we do with the amiibo in this game?
Yeah, they really did. Didn't
So,
they?
like, if you tap one, it just goes like, let's go, while you're sort of cruising along the deserts and things. Just random sound effects.
It's not just the Smash ones, it's the Samus Returns ones. And I think it's super weird that of all the franchises, Metroid is the one that every game has had amiibo alongside
It's got so many.
Yeah.
Like, and don't get me wrong,
there's like
them.
4 Samus amiibos, I think.
Yeah, I didn't actually get this one because I looked at my amiibo collection and went, I have enough Samus amiibo. Like, I've got 10 links or whatever, but I don't need another Samus. I want it.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Well, it's partly a scheme. You know, whenever there's like a more niche game, they tend to give you lots of like collector's editions or merchandise. Like a lot of RPGs that aren't going to sell over $1 million get these big collector's editions that are like $100. I think this is more of that. It's weird that this didn't get a special edition though, because Dread did. But
Yeah,
Prime 4
Dread
isn't.
did, yeah.
Yeah, Dread. I've got
Artwork and everything.
the metal case for it, which I like.
Yeah. I've been thinking about Dread actually and Samus's characterization in that game because she's so cool in Dread.
It's the best.
Barely has any dialogue. Has like one line of dialogue, a really cool one. But otherwise,
Chozo.
in Chozo, which is super cool. Otherwise, though, her speech is just body language, and it's really good. And every Prime 4 clip I've seen, it isn't as cool as Dread Samus. Like, she just sort of stands there.
Yeah. We'll have to see more in action, because I don't think we've really seen any action cutscenes.
No, I guess not.
Samus, all the action has been gameplay. But at least I have appreciated that Samus hasn't said anything yet. Like, I'm not against Samus talking at all. Like, I'd actually be kind of interested to see how they treated her dialogue-wise after what they did in Other M. But
I didn't think you were going to say the
every cutscene that's had all the NPCs around her talking, she's just kind of stood there the whole time.
Did she?
That's why the Chozo scene hit so hard, though, isn't it? Because she was still a silent character in that game too. Apart from that one scene, it's really powerful.
One line.
Did she say anything in Prime 3, like when she's chatting to the Federation and stuff?
I don't think she
dialogue,
does.
is there?
No,
They talk to her, and she just sort of stares back at them.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't speak English. Have we
Maybe not. She's never
Based on
learned.
Chozo, it's very possible. I'm very nervous about it. I love Metroid Prime so much. I'm so nervous about the game, but I'm wondering. I was thinking about playing through the trilogy before it comes because I'm gonna finish Silksong before I play Metroid. I want to do one and then do the other. So I was thinking I could squeeze in the trilogy before, or maybe we could play Federation Force together, guys. What do you think?
Maybe it would have to be close because the official servers don't allow us to play anymore.
Gonna say,
but it happens.
There's other ways to play.
There are other ways. I'm not that worried about Prime 4. Like, everyone's losing their minds about all the NPCs.
Yeah.
I don't feel that flustered about it. Like Prime 3 already tipped its toe in that direction, and it was fine.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm the same as John. I think it annoys the NPC dialogue might annoy me if it is always like, oh, was there a secret over there? Like that one that is in the initial thing. But if that only happens in the tutorial section, then sure, whatever. You're teaching the player to keep an eye out on things.
Yeah.
Other than that, the dialogue itself doesn't bother me that much. I don't expect them all to be on that same level of annoying mechanic sidekick. But even then, I didn't think Miles's dialogue, from what I'd heard, was that grating.
It's a shame you can't do like the kind of choice path, and Samus just quietly takes a Federation troop around the corner, just like blam, and then just leaves him there. Because like, okay, well he's dead. It must have been an accident. I'll just carry on exploring now. Like, no, she has to be good. It's a shame. It's a shame.
It is a shame, but you know what's not a shame?
What?
This little quiz which we're about to do. Segue. All right, teams, your teams now. It's time for the NintenDormant quiz. We're starting off with fastest finger first. So get those fingers ready, because it's all about Metroid Prime Hunters.
Oh boy.
Are you ready, guys?
Well, we haven't picked our buzzers, John.
I thought.
Oh, of course you have not. No, George, you rarely
this?
you rarely get to pick a buzzer. Why don't you go ahead and pick a lovely buzzer?
I am going to pick one which might irritate both of you, given the discussion we've just had. I'm going to have Samus saying "the baby" in other M. I don't know which time, but there's like 100 different ways she says it to choose from. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. Just the baby.
I feel like you should have it at that decibel too, where it's just really quiet and you can barely hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it in at 2 dBs at the bottom of the recording. Just yes.
And Josh, are you picking something Metroid related, or are you going off?
I'm gonna counter his, and I'm gonna go. Remember me?
Yes.
We love Anthony in this chat.
peak dialogue from that game. Remember me? No,
that was like it was in the E3 trailer, and it was like all these action sequences just cuts to Anthony. Remember me? Like, no one has any idea who this guy is.
So good.
No,
and the one,
no,
do you
we
remember
don't.
There's a trooper that looks like David Beckham. Do you remember everybody kept saying
I think
that?
I do.
Like,
yeah,
it's like they've used David Beckham's face on this trooper model. So good.
I remember none of the troopers other than Anthony and Ian. And Adam, even. Ian. Ian's dead before the game starts.
just in Josh's copy. Oh, hi, Ian. How you doing? Yeah.
All right, get your fingers on those buzzers.
All right.
We're going to start with a fairly easy question.
I'm scared.
Are you ready?
No, I'm really scared. I get really nervous when I'm this side of it. I don't like it.
In the video game Metroid Prime Hunters, how do you jump?
Remember me?
Oh, we've got Josh.
I pressed it, but is it A? A button?
I mean, technically you can. That wasn't the answer I was looking for. But the A button, I'm pretty sure the A button does work as jump.
I can confirm it works.
Technically, it's right.
Okay. So the answer I was actually looking for is double tapping the screen. But you can use the A button.
That's way better than pressing A. Why did I know this?
Wait, do you take your finger off the touchscreen while aiming and then press A to jump?
Shall I? I have it right here.
Is that what you've been doing all this time?
Yes. I'm going to show you what I've been doing. Right. So if you're just listening, apologies because this will be quite bored. But I basically sort of move around like this, and then I use this finger. I use my ring finger on my right hand to jump, which is not comfortable. It is not comfortable at all. But it's
just double tap the screen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's really annoying. Whoa. I've never known that in how many years since the game came out?
Yeah. That's 1 point to you, Josh, then.
Yeah.
I think I buzzed first, but I wasn't on the page, which is quite irritating.
Well, then you didn't buzz, did you?
Fine. I'm on the page. It's fine.
We've got some fairly nice questions to begin with. Don't fret, all right? Okay. For the video game Metroid Prime Hunters, what is the name of the demo that released before the game? Oh, George Banks.
It's Metroid Prime Hunt. It's First Hunt.
It is First Hunt. Yes.
Have you guys still got your copy?
Yes, I have. Do you have the box for it? Like the actual box?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on. Oh, I think I've got it. Samus just fell down on her motorbike. I don't know if that's a good omen or not. But hang on. First Hunt. Come on. There it is.
Yeah,
so there she is.
I never had the box for it.
Oh, really?
Until recently, on Twitter, or on BlueSky, the Nintendo database guy was saying that he had 2 boxes for some reason.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
And only 1 copy of the game, and I was like, I don't have any boxes. Could I get one? And he was like, do you want the box?
I mean, comparisons, sort of night and day, really, isn't it?
It's a weird box art. In the demo, do you just play as Samus, or are the other hunters available?
No, it's just Samus in First Hunt.
I think it's just Samus. So the box is like a close-up of her visor, at her looking at herself. Is she looking at herself in the mirror?
Yeah. If there's no other hunters available, I think it's probably another
Samus is the only one you can play as, and then there's one other hunter who's also... like who you go against, who's in the demo.
So they should be the reflection in the box art, rather than
they
just
should
another
be. But then no one would know who they are.
That's true.
Who is this? But yes, the box art itself. The box art itself's pretty good. Like, sort of classic space opera. Samus at the front, some of the hunters at the back. I like it. It's nice. It's good.
All right. Next question.
All right.
What is unique about the cutscenes in Metroid Prime Hunters? Oh, that was close, but it's Josh.
They take place across both screens.
Ow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So for those who don't know, basically, the screens give you different angles. So they'll be happening at the same time, the same scene, but showing a different perspective.
Really
very
good.
Cool.
It is really cool.
Still looks quite impressive today, actually, as well. Like I said, I was playing a bit today, and the intro videos for all the characters, they look great. Still looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have one more softball question before we get a little bit more tough.
Okay.
It feels passive aggressive, John. Like you feel like this is how the quiz should be, and you're just going, you make it too hard, but that's fine.
You've got to ramp it. You've got to ramp it up.
I'll learn.
All right, this is about speed because you're going to know this. What is the title for the other Metroid game on Nintendo DS? Side Josh.
Metroid Prime Pinball.
Oh, baby. Yeah. So right now, 3 points to Josh, 1 point to George. Can we get it back?
No.
We've got one more buzz question.
Josh is so fast. It's not fair.
He's the fastest boy in the West. I'm always saying this.
I know.
It's true.
I know.
Yeah. All right. The video game Metroid Prime Hunters supports which Nintendo DS accessory?
The baby.
George.
The mic, right? Are you talking about? There's a thing which uses the mic.
So I'm not going to count that.
No.
However, you get the chance to buzz again.
The
buzzers.
stylus.
So now, when I say accessory, I don't mean included with the DS.
Okay.
Not stuff that comes in the hardware bundle.
The screen.
Remember me?
Josh.
What's it called?
Does the I don't know if this actually counts as being with the Nintendo DS or not, but the finger, like, what's it called? It's like
You're thinking about the thumb pad thing.
Thumb pad thing.
So I'm not counting that as an accessory because that's just plastic.
Okay.
I am fishing for something a bit more unique.
Okay.
Something that
Am I right
is-
in thinking it's something to do with the microphone, right? And you can talk to people or something, but I can't remember the name of the accessory.
If George doesn't have another one, I'm going to take another guess then, because I had a second guess.
Okay.
Is it the Rumble?
It is the Rumble Pack. This is one of the
Yes.
few games that has Rumble on Nintendo
Pack's
DS.
cool.
I didn't even know there was a Rumble Pack.
Yeah,
What?
it goes in the Game Boy Advance slot.
Oh, I need to get on eBay after this.
I think I
this
have
is
a game
incredible.
that uses it. Like, because it came bundled with a game, I want to say, but I can't remember which one it was.
It did.
Yeah.
I can't remember either.
Something really random, like Polarium or
Prime
something.
Pinball might have come with the Rumble Pack. Maybe.
This is incredible. This is revelatory. I literally didn't know this existed.
Google it. Very
Like,
quickly.
Yeah,
I know about
I
the,
think it was Prime Pinball. I might be wrong.
I know about, like, there's the Guitar Hero one, that you plug into the Game Boy
Yeah.
Advance slot, so you can play Guitar Hero. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
This is what the DSi
You're right.
would
It was
never be good
first bundled with Prime Pinball.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that.
How do I own it? Oh, that's how I own it. Action Loop. So the accessory was eventually released as a pack-in with the game Action Loop in the UK.
Actually, so you don't have it for Prime Pinball, but you got it for Action Loop.
Yeah, well, I got Prime Pinball in like a C. I think I got both of them in a CEX, but I think my copy of Action Loop came with the Rumble Pack, whereas my copy of Prime
incredible.
Pinball didn't.
It works in a few games. I feel like Star Fox Command has Rumble.
What?
42 All-Time Classics does.
Yeah.
And Mario and Luigi 2 does.
This is a video waiting to happen.
This is.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, after that initial round, Josh has 4 points, George has 1 point.
Oh,
so are we
no.
ready for
Oh, dear.
play or pass?
Does this have Rumble?
I don't know if it tells you
Nintendo
on the
DS
box.
Rumble Pack.
It does.
There you
Does
go.
it? This is right there. That's
got it right
awesome.
there.
Oh,
Should have been looking at the
this
back
is
of
a
your
whole
box,
new
Ben
field.
Buster.
I'm
You should have been
very
looking more
excited.
closely at the back of your box.
Yeah. All those years studying them by candlelight when they had things out on the back of boxes.
Yeah, everyone's reading the manual, right?
Yeah.
And they get it?
Oh yeah.
Reading the back of the box?
I did actually used to read the manual, but anyway.
Josh Goldie, are you ready for a play or pass question?
I think I'm ready, Captain.
Okay. When playing multiplayer in Metroid Prime Hunters, how many arena maps are there? Is it A, 6, B, 16, or C, 26?
You know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm going to pass it.
Ooh.
Gonna give George a chance to catch up.
Do you know?
6. Right, it's not a 6. There's definitely more than 6. I remember there's quite a lot to choose from. 16 or 26. 26 seems massive. Like, because there's only really like 4 places that you go and visit during the game. There's, I might not give anything away here, but I feel like 16 is divisible by 4. So I reckon there's going to be 4 places for each thing. So
Isn't 26 divisible by 4?
No.
No, wait. No, it's not.
No.
20 famously, half of 40, and then 24, 28. No, 16.
I'm running on very little sleep.
Fair. 16 divisible by 4. I'm going to say 4 arenas for each kind of main area in the game. I'm going to say 16.
This game was packed with content. 26 multiplayer maps.
26. Damn.
Which means
give
George
the point
loses
away.
all his points. No, we're not that
The
mate.
twist.
But we do give a point to
Dude.
Mr. Josh.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
do when you don't know an answer.
Yeah.
Next question.
That is
So-
wild.
I will give you, not the next one because it's very similar to the last one. We'll give you this one.
Okay.
Name another. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Only one of these hunters is real. Which one is it? Is it Spire, Flash, or Tempor?
Spire.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
go.
remember the hunters quite well. Spire. Which one is Spire? Spire.
I remember which one Spire is.
Which one's Spire?
He's the lava one, right? The
Is he like the rocky, like the silicon
big
one? that
rocky one, yeah.
Looks like
Right, I think.
What are those toys? Do you remember those little toys? They were a ball and they had kind of silicone spikes and they used to jiggle around the floor when we were kids. Do you remember?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know what you're
I don't
describing.
even know if you know.
I'm trying to imagine it, but I don't know. I
A
don't
silicon
know.
jiggly spike ball. They were huge for a while. and
Oh,
they
you know,
used to,
I do know what you're talking
jiggle
about.
around the floor. Yeah. And he looks like one of them, which is hilarious. But yeah, he's quite squat, isn't he? Spire with like those. I keep doing this, and it's not a good look. And he's got those like spikes. I feel like Spire is possibly like the last of his race as well, or something. He's
Yeah,
classic.
I think so.
Yeah, classic little last
Classic
of his race.
Spire.
Good,
Yeah.
good
Good old
characters.
Spire and his lore. His deep lore.
So, right now, Josh has 5 points and George has 3. So, you can win it back, George. Don't lose
Okay.
hope, all right?
Only if Josh generously passes this question over again, and I get it right, which is not looking good.
So, Josh, this game supports local play, download play, and online. But what are the maximum number of players you can have in any of these modes?
Oh.
Is it 4, 6, or 8?
Ooh. I'm gonna say 8.
I'm going to say wrong.
I get a point.
It's 4.
Four, right?
It's
Yeah, 4.
4 was my
Which
initial one,
means-
and I tripped myself over. I started thinking, could every hunter be playable all at the same time?
I mean, it's quite
It-
impressive to
Guess
squeeze,
DS can't
like,
run that.
with the polygon count they use for these characters. It's quite impressive to use 4 out of a DS
Yeah.
multiplayer. I think it's quite a feat.
It's quite common you get like 4 local and then like 6 online or something. It's strange to have parity across
that's
all
what
of it.
threw me off. Like, I started thinking, wait, is there more than 4? I swear.
All right, George. What is the name of the fake Metroids? Is it Netroids, Mocktroids, or Metroids?
Isn't the third one you said just Metroids but pronounced wrong?
It's with an O.
It's a-
Metroids.
Oh, Metroids.
Metroid.
Which I thought you were just saying Metroid like Metroid.
But faster, slightly faster.
No, you got Netroids, Mocktroids, or Metroids.
Oh no, I don't know.
So if you remember, in like the opening stage of this game, you're shooting at Metroids, but you don't need ice missiles or anything. They just die. It's because they're fake Metroids. But what is their name? Are they Metroids?
Oh. I'm gonna have to pass it and hope Josh doesn't know. I don't know. I fully can't remember, and they all sound plausible.
It's Mocktroids.
They are Mocktroids.
No, I was leaning towards Mocktroids. It sounds too silly. Okay. Damn it.
All right.
Damn it.
So Josh has probably won this, but we do have one more question. Josh,
Oh.
which of these is not a game mode online or multiplayer? Is it Capture, Survival, or King of the Hill?
Capture, Survival, or King of the Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Would it? And one is not. Would it be?
One doesn't exist. Yeah.
I think Capture doesn't exist. Survival definitely exists. So of the other two, I think Capture doesn't exist.
Well, you're incorrect, but you've won anyway. So there is a capture, basically capture the flag, just going back and forth between taking the other team's. I think it's like an orb. I think that's what you captured.
It's King of the Hill, right?
Yeah, King of the Hill doesn't exist. Yeah, this game was packed, by the way. The multiplayer mode was crazy big.
Yeah,
lots of maps.
I played a lot of the multiplayer mode. I guess maybe I just camped a lot. So
King of the Hill kind of does exist, but I think it's just called Nodes. I think it's like a mode called Nodes where you. I think that's the one where you like sit in a place. And you know, like you have it for a long time.
It's not called King of the Hill, regardless.
Right, okay.
But anyway, you won. It doesn't matter the outcome. You would have won. Congratulations, which means you get to go first when we do our pitches. But before we do our pitches, let's have a little history lesson. Now, there's not that much development history about this game, so this would be fairly brief. But basically, the game was released in 2006, and it takes place between Metroid Prime 1 and Metroid Prime 2. And the reason for this was to avoid any story continuity, which is very funny because now they're basically using the story of this game as Prime 4. So basically, Tanabe approached Retro Studios with the idea of doing Metroid Prime Hunters, because he had this idea in his head. But they were too busy with another game, which we can assume was Metroid Prime 3. So Tanabe said, is there another Western studio I can approach within Nintendo? And he saw NST, Nintendo Software Technology, who have the Western ideals, sensibilities, and presentation. Now, this was made primarily as a multiplayer game. The single player was actually an afterthought. It was made to take advantage of the DS's unique features, such as Wi-Fi and voice chat. And the game was a showcase for download play, the dual screens, the touchscreen, and the graphical fidelity of the console. It was even the very first game on DS we ever saw. Reggie was on stage at E3, and he demonstrated Prime Hunters on the DS he was holding. Although back then it had lock-on, even though Reggie was talking about the touchscreen. It was like traditional Prime lock-on. The game was planned to release earlier, but they delayed it to ensure it had online play, because that was a crucial part of the game. And much of the single player was actually criticized when it first came out for being disjointed. This is largely because there were multiplayer maps being recycled and reused throughout the entire game. Some levels were just straight out the multiplayer maps. But there was a core single player with missions. Wasn't as focused as most Metroid Prime games. It was definitely more linear, just going from point A to point B. And that is very much Metroid Prime Hunters. It's a multiplayer game that was stretched out to also have a single player as well. And it was much beloved by many DS owners. So, let's start with you, George. What are your fond memories of Metroid Prime Hunters?
Online play. I mean, it was a massive part of it. You know, I think I was really into Metroid. One of my first sort of conscious, I suppose, experiences of a Metroidvania was playing Metroid Fusion on the GBA. And a lot of people say, you know, it's too linear, blah, blah, blah. I I loved that game so much that I had a girlfriend at the time who came out of the shower. She had a towel on. She came out of the shower, and I just kept playing the game because I was a teenager, and I was like, no, I'm locked in. Ridiculous. Cost me a relationship. Worth it. So you know, I played that game.
Did she actually leave you because you didn't look at her while you were playing that?
I mean, I think she did.
Just like you want Samus instead of me.
we had quite a frank chat about it, and she did bring it up. Probably wasn't the best move by me, but no. So I played that game. I loved it, and from there I was like, oh my god, I have to consume all of these games. So, you know, they came out at the same time as Prime, obviously Fusion. So I've got both of them. I went back and I bought the SNES one for cheap, second hand, which is incredible. And sort of just consumed them. I loved them. And then Hunters came out, and I remember playing loads of online and really enjoying it. You could play as the different characters as well, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just Samus. So I remember you had
Yeah.
Psylocke with like the lockjaw with the electric beam and stuff. So cool having other characters that were sort of quite in depth in the Metroid universe. So I love that, and I remember the campaign being decent. Like it was good. I liked that the hunters could just pop up it felt like they could just pop out of nowhere. That sort of added an element of kind of tension, which we see carrying on like the ME, right, and like the SAX, all that kind of stuff. It felt like that kind of DNA was in there. But ultimately, for me, I think that the problem with Fusion, the problem with Hunters was that it didn't know it was a spin-off. Does that make sense?
I guess so, yeah. It almost felt like it was trying to be a full-on Metroid Prime, but it didn't have the qualities of one, really.
Mm-hmm. No. So for me, it was like, I loved the kind of spin-off nature of it and going, if this was just an arena fighting game in the Metroid universe, all over it. In terms of it being like a Prime game, I felt not let down, because it was an incredible achievement and it still looks good. It plays really well. I liked the touchscreen aiming, all good. But it didn't fulfill what I wanted in that respect. It gave me like my Metroid fix, but yeah, I mean, and also we legally we have to call it a spin-off so we can cover it in the show. But it was it was a spin-off. It was a spin-off, so I enjoyed it for its spin-off qualities. But for a Metroid Prime experience, it left me wanting a bit.
What about you, Josh? Did you play this when it was brand new? And were you primarily a multiplayer guy or a single-player guy?
Yeah, both of those. So I had First Hunt first, obviously. Came with the DS, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it did.
So, yep. So played First Hunt, and it was really good. And I think it's probably because of that a friend of mine got it. So this is one of those rare cases where I actually had someone locally who also had the game. And he'd never played Metroid before. So this was his only Metroid game. And we used to play both online together and locally together. Nice. And so I got a lot of the online multiplayer and local multiplayer out of this, even if it was just one-on-one. And I can only assume he picked it up because he really liked First Hunt. So
yeah.
Yeah. So, I got to play a lot of this game, and I really enjoyed it. I remember enjoying it quite a bit. The single-player stuff, I knew it wasn't as good as Metroid Prime 1, but, I don't think it really bothered me, because I think I just sort of had accepted that, this is like a multiplayer-first Metroid game. So the story is just gonna be more straightforward, and it's, you're jumping from planet to planet. It's not like just one open map like Metroid Prime 1 is. Yeah. So in Metroid Prime 3, I don't think was out at that point. So it didn't. This is the first game to have it, so that you travelled from different planets as Samus.
It was strange, right? Because it felt quite, from what I remember, it felt quite linear to start with. But then it gets to a point where you sort of then go, okay, off you pop, and you can kind of just navigate between those four areas, but you don't necessarily know where you need to go. And you're finding different guns, kind of Metroid Prime style, right? To be able to progress and move through the map. So that aspect of it was felt quite Metroid-like. It was just I don't know, and I don't know why I sort of found it lacking. That you can scan everything like you can in Metroid Prime, which I really enjoyed. It was just I don't know. Yeah, it was something that was just a bit hollow, and I think maybe it was just the sort of depth of that first player experience. It's all there. It's just not quite as deep as the rest of the Prime series.
Yeah.
There's also the thing that it's a different developer, which Nintendo don't usually do with their console and handheld games. Like usually there's parity. It's quite a Sony thing. Like with PSP and Vita, Sony would give the not the lesser studios, but not the primary ones. Like Naughty Dog wouldn't make a Vita game, and you wouldn't get Insomniac doing like the core Ratchet and Clanks. Is that kind of thing there? And NST, as good as they are, they weren't Retro Studios, so they kind of put their own spin on it. But I think you kind of accept it as a handheld game because it's really ambitious. It was beautiful for the time. Way more impressive than most other DS games. I was a bit late to the party with the multiplayer because I didn't have a wireless router for a long time.
Oh no!
I got one of those USB sticks, the Nintendo ones. I played on that for a bit. But I played recently with Josh and I's mutual friend Neil. I went to his house with a stack of DS cartridges, and we played just download play in a bunch of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
So we played Metroid Prime Hunters, we played Mario vs. Luigi, New Super Mario Brothers, and a few other games like that. And it really is Quake. It's just Nintendo's Quake.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
super fast, super twitchy. And as we were saying earlier, it's packed full of modes. There's so many maps, different ways to play. I really want this to come back in some official capacity so you can get that 4-player online again, because that must be really special.
So this is what I think is interesting with Prime Hunters, because it wasn't the first multiplayer Metroid game. That was Prime 2. And Prime 2 is also very Quakey, Unreal Tournament-esque, but something about Prime 2's multiplayer just doesn't quite hit. And I don't know if it's because everyone is playing as Samus. I don't know if it's just because it's less modes. Whereas the Prime Hunters is like really good, and it feels you can tell it's a multiplayer first game.
Well, combat in the Prime games is serviceable. You know, it's a means to getting you to the exploration, really.
Yeah.
And when you make a multiplayer game about locking on and shooting, it doesn't have much depth to it. Whereas Prime Hunters, you're fully aiming.
I think that's it, right? Because it's like Prime is exploration first and kind of combat second, and this kind of flips that, I guess. So maybe that's the sort of thing that didn't quite hit for me. But definitely, it's definitely a better multiplayer experience than Prime 2. Did you guys, when you played it, did you play the Prime Hunter mode? That's the one I used to love. Did you play that?
Which one was that?
Yeah.
That's the one where basically, if you like take out if you do the first kill, you become the Prime Hunter, and everybody's like hunting you, and your energy is depleting. So you have to go and kill people to replenish your energy, but everybody's after you. It's so good, and like
That's a
bragging
really good
rights if you basically end up the winner. Oh, it's just the best. It's the best mode.
Yeah. It is crazy they didn't follow this up somewhere, because there's a lot in there. And I feel like it's a bit more marketable than usual Metroid as well.
I do wonder whether or not Federation Force was intended in some way of being a follow-up. Because Federation Force began life as a DSi game, which to me says that it started development almost immediately after Metroid Prime Hunters ended. But then they had to stop development of it just because the DS couldn't handle the stuff that was actually being made for it. Like, it was too ambitious.
So what was it as a DSi game? Like, was it basically...
We don't really know a lot of details about it. All we know is that Tanabe said that he originally started this on the Nintendo DSi with intention to use the slightly more power of the DSi.
I didn't think I knew
to get it to run. But then they were too ambitious with the project still, and they couldn't get what they wanted, because they wanted, I think, a co-op campaign as a part of it. I guess they wanted multiplayer to be the whole thing. But they couldn't get 4-player multiplayer co-op working on the DSi. So they froze the project with intention of returning to it when something more powerful came along. Which, obviously, with the 3DS, he returned to it after Other M, and they got it working again. But I'm going to assume that they moved development across. Like, I think my theory on this, I don't know how much, can't remember how much this is true and how much this is just speculation. But I think it started with NST, Nintendo Software Technology.
That would make sense.
And then they froze it, and then NST fell down the Mario vs. Donkey Kong rabbit hole and got stuck there for ages. And then we know that Next Level Games pitched a Metroid game to Nintendo for the 3DS.
Oh, yes.
Because we've seen the concept art for it. So I think they pitched a Metroid game, and Nintendo were like, no, we don't want you to make a new one. But Tanabe is looking for someone who wants to work on Metroid for his project. Because NST won't trust it anymore to be able to do it.
It's Tanabe's fault.
So he went to Next Level Games.
They froze Metroid for an entire generation, but they had like on the board, we need to make Dread, need to make Prime 4, need to make Federation Force. This has to happen.
Get it out! I just opened up. I couldn't remember who, even though we talked about it last week, I couldn't remember who developed Federation Force. So I just cracked open the box to see if I could see in the booklet. And I've never been more disappointed in my whole life.
I don't know, man. That looks like an improvement to me.
My copy of Nintendogs is inside my Federation Force box, and I don't know where my Nintendogs box is. Oh no, I'm never going to be able to play it again. Yeah, and you know, we talked about it when we did the Federation Force episode, but like the crushing disappointment of Federation Force being revealed, it never recovered, right? Because everybody wanted Prime 4 because the Prime series was so beloved, and it's again the same thing with this. Like, and although I say that, Federation Force knew it was a spin-off, right? It's not trying to be a Metroid Prime game, so I just feel like it could have succeeded if it was just tweaked here and there.
This is what something I'm forgetting for Federation Force, but did it have a versus multiplayer mode? Was it Blast Ball?
Yeah, like the football mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blast Ball, I guess, was the competitive mode.
But that's not like the actual versus that Prime Hunters is built on, because Prime Hunters is built on so many different modes and its online multiplayer that make it fun. But Federation put all of its eggs in single player. The co-op single player, so the only versus was a weird football one.
How funny is it as well? There's a new Ratchet and Clank mobile game with not only Blast Ball in there, but Blast Ball by name. It's just called Blast Ball.
That's excellent.
Inspired.
I mean, your big lumbering mechs in that game. Like, I think an arena shoot wouldn't have worked. Because I
don't know. I think that makes more sense for it, because I could see them being like, "Oh, we don't want the soldiers killing each other." But if they're in giant mechs, the mechs get destroyed, then that's like the justification for you to, get out, lose a life, get another mech.
That was the mechanic in Blast Ball, wasn't it? Like, if you got shot down, you had to get out of your mech and get back in there.
Yeah. Which I like a lot of things about Federation Force. I think it does a lot of stuff well, but it's just it was the wrong time. It was the wrong game at the wrong time. How do you guys feel about like Hunters being wedged in between Prime and Prime 2? Because like I always think of the Prime series in terms of its story, going from particularly with Dark Samus and that kind of coming from the Metroid Prime and permeating that series. But this is such a weird one because I always remember that it's in there in the timeline, but I never quite sort of filter it into the story when I'm thinking about the story.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think for me, it doesn't bother me because the entirety of the Prime series is already wedged between Metroid 1 and Metroid 2.
Yeah, that's true.
So the more Prime games get added to this timeline, the stranger the gap between the first two Metroid games becomes.
Samus aged 50 years between these two games.
Have they confirmed where Prime 4 is? I assume it's just after 3.
Federation Force, which is after 3, which is before Metroid 2. So
Oh my god. But it seems like it's probably like time travel shenanigans or portal.
Yeah, you're probably going back. People are assuming there's some sort of time loop going on.
Going to make another timeline where Ridley is resurrected again.
Yeah, he lives this time so they can bring it back.
The Great Ridley War.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I feel like they should just annex all the Metroid Prime stuff and just be like, this is his own thing.
Alternate timeline. Samus.
Yeah. Like, I'd rather they do stuff like that, because nothing from Metroid Prime ever shows up in the mainline series. Like, Sakamoto has his own story.
There was one thing that did in Samus Returns, if you remember.
And it sucked. It shouldn't have been there
You're talking about the 3DS version of Samus Returns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one's the one? I know you see Psylocke getting the egg, but that's at the end of Federation Force.
Federation
you see
Force.
Psylocke at the end of 3 if you were 100% the game.
Yeah.
Something in Samus Returns.
Yeah, it's not Psylocke
it's a spoiler.
Shockingly.
Basically, there's a recurring enemy in Prime that is healed into a new form at the end of Samus Returns. I can't say much more than that without spoiling. It's a pretty big spoiler.
Okay, all right, hang on. Okay, we're going to have a quick spoiler chat for
90 seconds.
So I promise you, if you skip this forward,
90 seconds.
It's not going to be spoiled anything to do with Samus Returns or the upcoming games. If you want to hear the spoilers and you don't mind, carry on listening now.
90 seconds.
Go. What is it? I can't remember.
Okay,
it's Ridley. So Ridley comes back in like a half meta form, like meta.
Oh, right. Yeah,
slash,
yeah.
So you see Ridley basically because he died in Metroid 1, right? And then Prime he kind of comes back as Meta Ridley, where he's sort of being restored. And then you see him in that half state of being meta and being.
I have literally
again.
never thought about that.
Well, we know it's specifically done this because we know why it's in the game, because the developers at Mercury Steam were like, when Metroid Prime is set between Metroid 1 and Super Metroid, wouldn't it be cool if we had, he's Meta Ridley and now he's like half meta, half recovered? Because like he does the actual justification in lore is that he doesn't die in Metroid 1. He's just badly injured. And so Metroid,
he just exploded.
Meta Ridley is like him in his like healing suit, basically trying to recover. And then, like, Metroid Samus Returns, he's like, half of it is done because he's most of the way there. And then in Super Metroid, he's back to normal again.
I can't believe I've never
like this idea, though, falls apart entirely because Ridley's in Metroid Prime 3 fully healed. So you have to believe he's Meta Ridley, then he fully healed, then he died again, he got injured again, got back into the meta suit, and then fully healed again.
That's the end of the
90 seconds.
Well, speaking of timeline, then, so like, do we think? Because correct me if I'm wrong here. None of the hunters die at the end of the game, right?
Well,
Again,
it's
spoilers, but-
weird because if I remember right, there is a scene when they find whatever it is they're all looking for,
Yes.
and all the hunters run
Korea.
towards it, and then it like reacts or whatever, and they all just go ah.
Yeah, it like shoots its
And then-
tendrils into them, and
Yeah.
it steals their powers to. So it's got all of the other hunters' powers to fight
Yeah.
you. And basically, there are two. I think there's two different endings. You can sort of fight it, or if you shoot something in that room in a certain order, there's like another phase, I think, as well. But I'm pretty sure all the hunters like blast off in their ships as
I think
the
that's
thing
right.
explodes.
I think that's right.
Maybe I just didn't get the true ending then, because I remember having that and then never seeing him again. And then being like, when you see Silex at the end of Prime 3 and the thing, I was like, oh, I guess he survived then. I guess all the hunters survived then.
we must emphasize, everyone who's looking forward to Prime 4, no one knows what's cool about Silex. You might be thinking he must be a big deal. We've been talking about him for decades. We do not know.
We don't.
We have never
do
known.
not.
Might be. Tanabe
He's just
might
one
like
of
He's-
many playable hunters in Metroid Prime
Yes,
Hunters.
That's it.
And he came back in the post credits in his ship in Prime 3. Then he came back
funny.
again in Federation Force to steal a Metroid egg. That is literally
That's
all
all
there's
we
some
have.
Smash descriptions saying he hates the Federation. We don't know.
That's it.
No one's ever known.
He
How
is
good.
Mr. Potential man.
Do you remember his intro in Hunters though, where you've got like some Federation troopers looking around, and he comes in and just obliterates them. Like he comes in really hard, smacks down one, and like you were saying, John, earlier, you've got that like dual screen of like him coming down. You see it from a different angle, and he just lets out this massive like, "Wah!" and just starts just wiping them out. It's terrifying, man. He's a good villain.
Like, none of the hunters really have like time to shine in a personality perspective. It's really all their movesets.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Their
Silex did have that
movesets
cool
and their
move.
designs, they have very brief like alignments.
Yeah.
Like Trace is the evil one, and
Yes.
Noxus is the good one.
Well, we obviously know Silex. There's Weevil, right? Weevils. Do you remember
I
Weevil?
love Weevil. I like
great.
Weevil is actually my favourite of
He's
all
a
the hunters.
Weaver's the one that weaves around, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. He's the weaving one.
What do we call this one? Slippery nips. No. So he is a
Mario.
He's
Back
a
to Mario
space
again.
pirate who got gravely injured in a fight with Samus, and then is
Mm-hmm.
cybernetically enhanced. He's boss.
Yeah.
Like he's
It's
got
cool.
a
He's
huge
got-
like laser scythe. Looks kind
Yeah.
of Halo-esque with his green armor and yellow sort of face paint. He's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Instead of a morph ball, he splits in half, and his bottom
Oh.
half is a turret.
Yeah.
So
And then he
good.
runs around on his arms like.
Terrifying.
Weevil is the coolest. I like Weevil. I like Noxus. Noxus just turns into a Beyblade, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I know that they're not going to, but is there any chance any of them are coming back in Prime 4?
Silex-
We're gonna have a
Silex
post-credit scene in Prime 4 with Weevil.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so good. Weevil, like Trace is. You mentioned Trace is the. Was
Trace-
Trace the red?
He's the
weird
red one, the
bug?
red
He's the red guy,
spindly
yeah.
one who can turn invisible.
That's right, and it's like a weird empire of bugs.
Yeah.
Like the intro
Yeah,
scene.
Ka-
It's just
yeah,
loads of them in a
Caden
big
is-
pile.
Yeah, Caden is the weird
Just
slug
the
one.
weird. Yeah, like a super.
He's the one-
big thing.
Yeah, he's the one from First Hunt. Who
Is
can,
it?
when his morph ball
Yes.
form is that he turns into like a
Little car thing,
little
almost.
snake slug
Snake thing. Yeah,
thing,
that's it.
and just
He's the-
slides around.
He's the first hunter. I've literally just. So I turned the game on this morning. He's the first hunter you come across in the game as well.
Yeah.
So
That's right,
you're
yeah,
going
yeah.
up.
He's the first one. He's the one in First Hunt. He's the first one you find.
It's pretty scary.
That's the- Yeah.
It's quite hard to hit because he
is.
goes in that like
Yeah.
morph ball mode where he slugs around, very small.
Yeah, very sluggy guy. It's
then
meant to be
you've
him, Silex, and Trace are the evil ones, and then
Yes.
Spire, Noxus, and Samus are the good ones.
Yes, and wait, Spire. Do you mean? Yes,
Well,
the silicon one. The silicon
yeah.
one, with the little funny ball.
Yeah,
one.
the
And Noxus
jiggly
is the
one.
like purpley one, who's quite forgettable. I don't really remember Noxus very
I
well.
like Noxus because he turns into a Beyblade, and that's cool.
Right.
That's cool. It's all you need to know.
I love him for his copyright infringement. And I think he's part of like an empire as well.
Yeah.
I wrote it down earlier. I think it's the Vo something empire or something.
Yeah. He's
something that.
like I think him and Trace are meant to have a connection where Trace is just like some maniacal supervillain type hunter
right.
just going around causing carnage, and he's like police military chasing
Right.
after trying to keep justice.
Yeah, I don't. He was the one that definitely clicked with me least. Like, I remember really liking Weevil and obviously Samus, and they were the two that I was just like, yeah, these are my guys. The turret thing was
Weevil
so
and
good.
Samus, they're cool. And then Spire is just the last of his race. I think we said that before.
Yeah.
And Cade, I don't know. I don't remember if Caden and Silex are both Federation experiments gone wrong or something. Silex is like he has some relationship with the Federation. He's really pissed off. And that's his entire character.
Do you guys
but
remember...
I don't remember what Caden's is.
Do you remember Silex's... I remember this so clearly. Do you remember what his alternate little form is called? Because they've got a name, but I never remember the name.
No, I don't.
It's called the Lockjaw. Do you remember that?
Oh, I remember the Lockjaw, yeah.
Little Lockjaw, and he shoots out the little electric beam. And like, it's a horrible to play against. Like, I used to get decked by that thing. Are we going to see, John, are we going to see the Lockjaw in Prime 4?
We've got to see the Lockjaw in Prime 4. He's going to pull out that Lockjaw. Samus is going to quiver in fear.
PTSD, it starts playing clips of Hunters. Not even resolution up, it's still just screen.
It's like Sonic Frontiers style.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Do you think, all right, honestly, do you think there's any chance we'll see any of the rest of them in Prime 4?
I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. I very much doubt it. But, I mean, maybe Caden will show up. I don't know. If any of them are going to show up, it could be him.
Yeah.
It's funny that Prime 3 tried to do hunters as well, if you remember. Yes. There's some more bounty hunters in that game as well.
Rundus or something?
Rundus?
Galadriel.
Was he like Frozone from the Incredibles?
Yes,
where he was
Frozone. His like first line in the game is, well, if I was there, this never would have happened.
I thought Rundus was the fire one.
No.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think there is No, Rundus is 100% the ice one.
I'm sure there's a fiery type one as well.
There's an ice one, then there's Galadriel, if that's how you say her name, and she's like the spy from TF2. She can turn into people.
She just changes form.
Yeah, and then there's just the guy in the big robot whose name I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So good characters. If Prime Hunters did one thing well, like they had memorable. The hunters were memorable.
Yes.
They all have really cool designs.
Yes.
Like,
do you think? What if the hunters are in the game, but it's through a scan log where you find a deceased hunter?
I would be okay with that.
Yeah, adds to Silex's character. Yeah. I can't believe he killed Weevil.
He killed Spire. I can't believe he committed genocide on Spire. He was the last of his race, and now there's no more. That's the way to make you hate him.
Yeah, just full out genocide. Never a popular move. Yeah, I would be happy with that. Like a kind of a nod to the history. You know, the sort of the. Not the black sheep, because I don't think it is a black sheep, Hunters. I just think it's the sort of the forgotten spin-off, right? A nod to the forgotten spin-off in the series. You've got the mechs from Federation Force, which look boss in this game.
They do look really cool.
Very cool. Yeah. So it would be nice to have a little, particularly because it's Silex's origin as well. So why not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough chatter about the past. Let's get to the future. The stage is yours because you won the quiz, Josh. So take the podium and become the president of Nintendo and tell us why Metroid Prime Hunters should come back.
All right. So listen, all right. I don't know why. We let Tanabe go off and do his own thing, all right? I don't know why we didn't bring Prime Hunters back to hype up Prime 4. What were we thinking? We remastered Metroid Prime 1. It's got nothing to do with Prime 4. Didn't even finish the trilogy. We didn't do 2, 3. We should have done Hunters if we were going to do all that resources. Then people might actually know who Silex is and maybe even care a damn. It's only old people who care about Silex, but never mind. We can make up for lost time, right?
That hurts. casually calling us all old. Thanks, Josh. Carry on.
It's fine. I read a report today that said that your brain fully develops when you're 32. So therefore, you don't become an adult till you're 32.
So I'm just in steady decline now, basically.
Back to Metroid Prime Hunters, because we need to bring this back. And do you know what else is popular right now? Online multiplayer shooters, right? Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Valorant, I think.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them. They're pretty popular. Why aren't we doing this? Right? Yeah, I know we don't want people to stay on our games for too long. We want them to move on to the next one. But this makes money. This makes money. So,
true.
What we're going to do, something that has moved on from back in the day, a lot of the first-person shooters, a lot of them are team shooters. They're all the same sort of stuff. We've lost the arena shooter feel, the Unreal tournaments, the Quakes. The boomer shooter style of multiplayer is long gone.
Oh God,
from what it used to be. So why don't we bring it back? Why don't we just bring Metroid Prime Hunters back, and we'll call it Metroid Prime Hunters Arena. And we're going all in. It's going to be multiplayer focused again. We're bringing all the hunters back from the first game. They're all going to be there. But we're bringing in new hunters as well. We're going to have Rundus from Prime 3.
Isn't he dead?
We're going to have Galadriel from Prime 3.
It doesn't matter.
Who cares?
We're going to have... No, don't worry. I'll explain.
Okay.
Because we're not just going to limit ourselves to Prime series, right? Because we're too limited there. So we're going to have Anthony from Other M.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes. Remember me, blam.
We're going to have Adam from Other M. And I guess he's also Prime, but we're going to bring everyone's favourite, Alex Miles, from
hell yeah.
Federation Force in here. She's going to pilot.
We have Ravenbeak.
I was going to say, if you don't have Ravenbeak, I'm going to be outraged.
she's going to pilot like a mini golem. So like a smaller version of the big golems from Federation Force. That'll be her thing. And we're going to have Miles McKenzie because we've got to hype up Prime 4, right?
Yes.
And we're going to have new characters. We're going to have Miles per hour.
No.
Third Miles, and he's going to be the fast one.
Mars Power. Yeah. Where did you get that one from, Josh?
And
they like the name Miles in Metroid Land.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they did 2 miles back to back.
Weird.
So we're doing a third one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes. And we're going to have other new characters, like characters that do stuff. Like one thing we don't have is
characters that do stuff.
One thing we don't have is like a support type character. Every character is rather violent in the Prime series. Why not have some sort of like medic healing alien type character? Why not have one of those? Samus is going to have a regular moveset in this, so we need to give her psychic powers that everyone's super excited about to a new character. So we'll have a character that has psychic abilities. Like, we're going to try and fill all the archetypes we need for a team-based shooter, because what we're going to do is we're going to have a everyone versus arena style, but we're also going to have team modes.
Nice.
Like, we're going to have the popular Team 4v4 shooter, Team Fortress 2 style, and so we all need these hunters to be able to have specific classes and stuff. Like, Galadriel can be like the spy equivalent and can transform into other characters.
Oh, yes.
So every character obviously starts with a regular gun, and rather than picking up other weapons like you might do in some other shooters, instead we're doing it as the elements. So everyone starts with like default, but you can pick up the ice element, and then your weapons can start like freezing stuff, but have the same damage. You pick up the plasma one, and it's stronger damage, but there's a lot slower fire rate. Or the wave beam, I think you can shoot through walls, but is weaker. Like, we're going to balance things like this to. And that's the sort of weapon pickup. And everyone has their default weapon, a side weapon, so for Samus it'd be missiles, and then their like special gimmick, which for her is like the morph ball. So all the hunters, they already have their sort of special one, but we're not going to give that to everyone. We're not going to scrunch Anthony up into a ball for this, right?
Remember me?
Rolly poly.
To do little forward rolls really slowly through the land. It'd be so good.
So we're going to give characters different things. Like Anthony might have like Anthony's going to be a heavy character, so he's going to have that big laser that he has in Other M. But we're going to give him a thing where he can like plant it in the ground and aim it properly, like so he'll be stationary, but you can get much better aim going on and little shields around you. And we're gonna do stuff like this to vary it up. We're gonna give Adam a jetpack to fly, so he can get further range.
Classic.
He's just flying around the arena saying, "Don't use bombs until I say you can." Just orbiting around. Okay, Adam, sorry.
And Alex Miles can potentially, what we can do is we get her jumping out of the robot, and she's a bit more defenseless when she's doing that. It's like Zero Suit Samus from Smash Brothers. She's only got a stun gun.
Do we have Zero Suit Samus?
No, we just got Samus.
Okay.
We've just got Samus. Like
How long can we
maybe
keep pushing you to name trivia about Metroid characters? Like, what else can look, all right, Anthony
we
do?
know from Marvel we know from Marvel Rivals that like
Yeah.
sex sells. So we need
Sure.
good sexy costumes, but also we don't want them out of their suits. So we're going to have to work us around to have sexy outfits, but they're still in their mech suits. It just goes over the top.
mechs.
When you defeat someone,
There's
will
a
their
niche
suit fly
we're
off like
aiming
it does in like 2D Metroid?
They just explode. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
So I've got a question about the power-ups. So I think the big distinction between hero shooters and the boomer shooter is in the more boomer shootery sort of thing.
Shooter. I like this game.
Arena shooter in like Halo, Quake. You start with the same weapon and you go around and you find new weapons. You've got that with Elements, but with Metroid, it's all about the core games are about power-ups. Do you think we could also have like grapples, the grapple beam that people can use to swing around, or the spider ball, or things like that people can also use in addition to just elemental attacks?
So I think stuff like that is the sort of exclusive, unique mechanics we were talking about. So, for example, one of the new characters, he's called Joey the Kid, and he's like a cowboy type, but what he's got is a grapple beam that he can use. He can spin his grapple beam and grab stuff and pull it through
truly
with his
an
pistol.
abysmal name. I can't get past.
We got Samus, we got Psylocke, we got Joey the
Joey
Kid.
the Kid, next to Miles Prower. Excellent. So good.
And with he'll have the grapple beam, so he'll be able to grab enemy people and pull him forward as his special gimmick.
Yeah.
And then he's got his blaster gun, which is just his default weapon, the one that can be elementally changed.
Okay.
I got a question about characters. So, you mentioned specifically we want characters that do stuff, but are we going to have any characters that don't do stuff?
Why would we want that?
Just as a
Why would we
contrast.
want characters that don't do stuff?
They might just be
What is-
stationary. Maybe they just chat
What
to
is
you.
the point in characters that don't do stuff?
Just T model. I'm just curious. You specify characters that do stuff. We might have characters that don't do stuff. No. I had a serious question. Are we having Ravenbeak? And are we worried about like? Because you said obviously Rundus is going to be there. Rundus is
Everyone loves
deceased.
Rundus.
Everyone loves Rundus, but Rundus is deceased. Are we worried about universe implications, or
Right.
is it canon? Is it canon?
Okay, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. So I'll go into the other half of this pitch.
Right.
So, what we're going to do is to justify how all these characters are here, because it's not just Rundus who's dead, and Adam's dead as well. Like, Anthony, Samus has already remembered him, but it hasn't happened yet in the Prime timeline. So,
It's true.
what we're doing is space wormholes. Timey-wimey stuff.
Fixes everything.
People are getting absorbed into a pocket dimension. Things are like ripped up. So all these levels are also based on, these maps are based on different Metroid games and sort of Metroid-like locales. And we're just justifying everyone in the arena by everyone's being pulled through space and time. Now, what this does mean, though, is the single-player stuff. Because like I went to Nintendo, I went to Miyamoto, I went to Tanabe, and I was like, look, this is all, we need to make this game
You're the
free for
president. They should be coming to
free
you.
to people to
Coming
play.
you.
This is before I got promoted to president.
Oh, okay.
So
Right,
we
that
went,
makes sense.
this we need to make this game free for everyone to play. And they were like, free? We don't do free. We kicked Reggie out so that we didn't have to do free anymore.
Boo.
So that's a problem. So what I said was like, right, look, no one will buy just a multiplayer only game and pay full price for it, and then have to pay NSO on top of that stuff. So what we need is to entice them with a bit of single player content, a bit of solo content. But I don't want to waste any more time on assets for this.
Right.
So what we're going to do is the single player campaign, rather than a full Metroid campaign, is going to serve as a tutorial to teach you how to play as each of the characters in the game. And they're
very
all
good.
going to be individually set stories from each of these characters throughout the whole timeline. So you will see Spire's race get wiped out and play through it
Hard-hitting.
as that. You will see Trace steal candy from children
Oh.
get away with it, because you will make him
What's
get
Joey the
away
Kid
with
gonna
it.
do? Huh?
You will see Joey the Kid
Get his
chasing
Milky Bar
down
out.
Trace, because some of these will intersect.
Will the characters remember any of their time in the arena when they get back to their point in time?
Wow, that's for a future game to decide. That's
Oh.
not for this
my
game
problem.
to decide. Like, the single player stuff will teach the people how to play the game, how to play each character, go through all their unique gimmicks
Right.
in like a level based format,
Okay.
reusing maps and assets that we've already used for the multiplayer stuff with generic enemies that we can also reuse in the multiplayer. One of the multiplayer modes we can have can be Swarm, where you're being raided by a bunch of enemies and you have to try and kill as many of them as possible instead of having to kill each other. So we're going to be very asset efficient with this game and make a very robust single player mode without spending a lot of money. So we can put all this so that we can justify spending, charging people for it, because then people who don't have NSO can still get a game out of this.
Yeah.
And there'll still be
we
local
love
multiplayer.
money.
We'll still have local multiplayer, so that's fine. But I did convince them that we will do a first hunt type deal. So if you have NSO and you don't want to pay a lot of money, you can get an online only version of this game.
Okay.
You're limited, as in you can't really have make lobbies or anything like that. You can basically just do quick play, pick the mode you want, pick the character you want, be dropped into it. But
Any
you don't
character?
have any.
Or the limit?
Yes, we're gonna have. We'll make it any character because we want to entice people. Maybe we'll entice them a bit more and say it's on a rotation. So
nice.
Samus
Yeah.
you get all the time. Silex you get all the time. People really want Silex, so we're going to make him also all the time. But the other characters, they will go on a rotation every
nice.
week. Change which four you can play as. And we'll go through. But of course, characters are enticing, and that's the other trick to these sort of shooters, right? We want them coming back. And for that, we need exciting characters. So, I have purposely held off the big ones.
It gets better than Joey the Kid?
It gets better than Joey the Kid.
We know.
Because first up, we're getting him in. You've all wanted him. You've asked for him over and over again. It is Dark Samus. First in the poll is Dark Samus.
I thought you were going to say Tanabe.
Tanabe is in.
Oh my god, Tanabe just going, Ksh, remember me? It was so good. No Tanabe model.
And then it's Ravenbeak. Then we're getting
okay.
Ravenbeak in
All right.
as well. Then, we're changing it up. We're getting it sort of a new character, but not quite. We're getting... I forgot what his name was.
Is that
You
good?
matched the
Is
president
that wanted
at the
and
podium going,
anticipated that I can't
I don't
remember
remember.
who it is.
Oh, no, I know. That's it. It's Neo Ridley.
Neo Ridley.
Neo Ridley.
Okay.
Is Ridley to scale, or
Yeah.
is Ridley up the size of the other?
No, so what this is this is set later in the timeline. This is after Ridley is dead. Ridley has died, and the space pirates are all over the place. They don't know what they're doing. So one space pirate has stood up and is like, I'm going to take charge. I'm going to be the new Ridley. The Neo Ridley. And so he is a space pirate, but he's got the Ridley stuff. He's got the tail. He's got the wings, but it's all mechanical. It's all it's his suit. His suit is
fraud.
designed to look like
I was
a
gonna say,
polished version of Ridley.
just a space pirate sort of cosplaying with like a little
Basically,
cardboard
yes.
tail.
Yeah.
Cosplaying with a tail, but he can do all the Ridley stuff. He can shoot the fire, he can stab with his tail, he can fly, but it's not Ridley because he's a space hunter and not. We need him to
I
be the
feel like-
same size as everyone else.
I feel like we need to stop you at some point because you've got a whole roadmap to your game. you've told us the premise, you've told us every character, you've told us their backstories, you've told us the roadmap of the content rollout.
Yes.
We've got to stop you.
Okay.
I think we've asked enough questions as well. So,
But who's developing it?
who's developing it?
NST. We're getting NST. They did a good job with F-099.
Back to their roots.
So
I've
we'll
got to
bring
say-
Summer Retro along for the asset creation aspect
Okay.
of it. We get Bandai Namco, Nintendo Singapore in for the asset creation of it.
Can I say just a little brief segue from that? I'm really looking forward to hearing John's recap because, as far as I can tell, he's not made any notes during this.
Yeah,
speech.
I totally forgot until it was too late. And I was like, no. However,
Yay! It's your
It's
job
okay,
as the host.
All right, George, do you want to take the center stage?
I do. So, I am the president of Nintendo. Bow. Oh, you don't have to. I mean, if you want. Oh, thank you.
Too late, we have.
Wasn't expecting that. So, as I mentioned before, the problem with Metroid Prime Hunters is that it doesn't know it's a spin-off game. It doesn't know it's a spin-off. It's the little brother. It wants to be included, but it's not going. It's just a little brother game. So, we're going to lean in and embrace the spin-off nature of it. And we're going to set it in Prime Universe, but this is a bold one. But like Federation Force, Samus isn't playable. This is a Metroid Universe game, and we are also leaning into a very popular title. We are going to get Capcom on board, and we are making Metroid Prime Monster Hunters.
Oh.
Crossover title. So, we've got the classic sort of Monster Hunter formula. You know, you have your little camp, you go out, you hunt big creatures, you use those things to power up your things. But it's set after Metroid Prime Hunters. So we've got the Alembic cluster, right? Obviously, famously, the game set in the Forgotten Constellation, the Alembic cluster in the Tetra Galaxy. We all know this. I was expecting that to come up with the quiz. Quite annoyed with you that it didn't, John. So you've got the Alembic cluster. And Guria, the final boss, explodes, and you've got these like wasted planets, basically. So the Federation are like, great, we're going to terraform these. And you are settlers on this planet. But all these different races come in and start setting up territories on the planet. And, you know, you're kind of at risk of like a massive war engulfing this forest moon or planet or something like that. So what you do is you are... Obviously, technology is sort of ever present in the universe. So you have this technological suit. Maybe there's some sort of Chozo-inspired thing. Maybe. But you go out and you start, slaying these beasts that have emerged on these planets before you're terraforming them. So you start taking them down, you start implementing that within your armor. Then you go and you meet the races. So, maybe the Spire's race have, maybe he's managed to clone himself and they're starting to repopulate. So, you go and you help them and then you gain the ability to have spikes. So you can start customizing it and you can build a character that has these different elements of the Hunters. I think you should meet the Hunters from Metroid Prime Hunters. They have brought their races here and they're trying to set up sort of this planet to be their place. And you maybe have to battle them and sort of earn their trust, and you can get special upgrades from them that way. Maybe you can join them on these big hunts. Multiplayer online is a huge thing. So you've got people coming together with all these different loadouts that they have to beat these huge monsters to reap the rewards from them. And then of course the planet has an arena in which you can play Capture the Flag or King of the Hill or Prime Hunter. It's like sports games that you play there to pass the time. So you enter them and maybe you earn money that way from competing in them. And then every month, there'll be a really massive hunt, something like a weekend event. And that's where Samus comes in. So Samus does drop in for those. Nobody controls her. Nobody's Samus. Samus is her own thing. But she comes in and she helps out on these fights that you're taking part in. That's it. I mean, it's like super basic. It's just taking the Metroid Prime franchise that needs love and injecting it with this massive franchise that everybody loves, which hasn't had a kind of, as far as I know from Monster Hunter, hasn't had like a sci-fi space setting.
Yeah. No, it hasn't. First question then. Gameplay-wise, is this Metroid Prime, or is this Monster Hunter?
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the cowardly answer and say it's a blend. You've got...
Explain.
Okay. All right. But I need, are you talking like because it's first person or third person?
Well, yeah, anything. Like, when you first started describing it, you said Monster Hunter. My immediate thought was, it's like Monster Hunter. But then when you started going into the arena stuff and the Capture the Flag and all, I was like, oh, or is it like Prime instead then? Is it a first-person shooter?
No, it's not a first-person shooter. It's a spin-off. It's its own thing. And I think it's going to be more... People are going to be expected to be more like the Monster Hunter franchise. So we're going to lean into the Monster Hunter franchise. And plus, you're creating your character and you're getting power-ups and you're constructing their movesets and things, you want to see who you're creating, right? I know Samus, you don't get to see her in Prime, but she gets obviously her really cool suits, which you never get to see, which is a pain, but they're there. So you want to see your characters that you've made and definitely lean more into the Monster Hunter side of things. And, that way, when you're doing the arena shooter stuff, there are arena shooters that are third person and they work very well. So I think, we're going to stick third person. So and lean into the Monster Hunter side a bit more.
I've got a follow-up question. So that's perfectly fine. But why are we calling it Metroid Prime? What elements of Prime persist once you make it third person?
Because it's the universe. So it's within the Prime universe. So I think, Prime kind of exists within a bubble, right? We said that it's its own little sort of cluster within the grander Metroid universe. And I think things like here, like Federation Force, or even Prime Pinball. We'll talk about Prime Pinball one day because I think it's technically canon. They can exist as their own thing and tell stories within this universe. So I sort of picture Metroid Prime being more of an umbrella term of like, hey, this isn't the sort of 2D sort of main focus Metroid story, but these are stories within the sort of prime arc of this universe that tell that. So, it's Metroid Prime because Metroid Prime is where you get the hunters, you get Sylux and Weevil and Candon and all that sort of stuff. They're all there. So because you're pulling from that universe, that's what makes it Metroid Prime. It's not necessarily the gameplay. The gameplay can differ. We've had different gameplay with Federation Force, but it's the Prime universe is the main thing. That's what justifies that
Talk to me a little bit more about the combat, because I'm not quite getting it. So we're third person. Are we? Is it like Monster Hunter? Like, are we getting different weapons? Are we whacking the monsters? What's going on?
Like,
exactly?
Do we have blasters and stuff like in Metroid Prime? We're the Federation, right? Presumably.
Yeah. No. So the Federation have like started to terraform it, but then that's the whole thing. Is like all of these races and things have all like landed and come to this planet. So the Federation have kind of been a bit overrun. So you're kind of like a, I think you could probably choose your race when you start. You can choose if you're a human, or choose if you're one of those bug things that Kraken is or whatever. They all exist here. So you can start with a different kind of set, but then you're taking things from these other races to kind of customize your experience. And I think in terms of combat, yeah. Did you say whacking the monsters? I don't know if that's how I describe Monster Hunter.
That's what Monster Hunter is. You just whack a bunch of monsters.
Whack them with a hammer.
You just keep whacking them until the health bar goes down.
Yeah, fair enough. I think you can sort of mix up the combat, right? Because I always think about the Queen Metroid fight and how I call it is that, you sort of like roll up and go into a mouth to lay bombs and stuff. Awesome. So you can have all that kind of stuff here. You can blast them, but melee things maybe do more damage. So if you've kind of got like a space pirate Weevily kind of faction, like, you can shoot things, but actually if one of you can get in with a big old laser sight and start shredding at the stomach, it will go down quicker, or you'll get different materials from it. So, these monsters are designed to be taken down in many different ways. You can morph ball into its nostril and lay a bomb if you want to. You can, be the little snake worm thing and go up somewhere else and, blow it up. Whatever you want to do. There's lots of options to kill these things. And it's, that way it's really about your loadout and how you want to tackle this monster, but also how you're interacting with other people who might have really wildly different things from you.
Okay. So are we expecting any iconic Metroid monsters in here? Will Crocomire show up?
And likewise, will any Monster Hunter monsters show up?
Now, that's a good question. Because you'd think like fan favourites would want that, right? You've got like Rathalos, obviously, is like the sort of very famous one. So Capcom are making it. So it's as a benevolent president, I would say to Capcom, bring some of your guys over here. We don't mind. So I think maybe there's a story there, like, and maybe they could be like the monthly ones that drop. So the space pirates have found this vial of DNA that got ejected from this old planet, and it's Rathalos. So they've, you've got Meta Rathalos, which is like Meta Ridley, basically. And I do think, the Crocomire race, 100% should be a special event that's there. Kraid, Kraid's got to be a race somewhere that exists, so you get a Kraid type monster. Maybe these are the sort of special event ones that turn up, kind of more fan servicey ones. But, you've got so much scope for creating cool new creatures. The only thing that I think about this is like, where are the Metroids? Because obviously you want Metroids in this, right? So maybe it could be something about the whole point of the Metroid Prime series, that these Metroids aren't quite sort of main series Metroids, right? They're mutated
they're
Metroids from
Mocktroids.
Phase. Yeah. So, damn it.
Metroids.
You know, there's maybe there's some Metroid DNA that's somehow ended up on this planet. So you have this planet's version of Metroids as well that have their own life cycle, which is slightly different. Which again, you know, makes it its own sort of Metroid Prime sub-series. You had the Metroid Prime from the planet Phase or whatever. It wasn't Phase in the first one, was it? What was the planet?
Talon
in the first Metroid Prime?
5.
Talon
4.
You know, this is the Metroid Prime of this planet, which is called
Jerry.
Bag,
Timmy the Kid.
Bag Jeans. Yeah, TBD. I think I'm not
Jerry
looking around a
Prime.
room is not a good thing. But yes, you've got your own version of Metroids that exist within this universe. This planet has its own Metroid Prime.
Okay, right. So is that what we're building? Is that kind of what we're actually building up to? Like, they don't know it yet, but the story is building up to
Yeah, I quite
Jerry
like that.
Prime showing up.
Yeah, I've literally Jerry Prime. I've literally just thought about that. Yes, I quite like that. The single player campaign leads to you exterminating the building up new Metroid threats of this planet specifically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
So,
then obviously you get weapons which like suck the life out of things.
so are there any advantages to playing as each different race? Like, or are they all going to be the same? Because obviously, like, Trace's race can all turn invisible.
Yeah.
Spires doesn't exist anymore, but
Yeah, they've come back.
Noxus is...
He's brought them back.
Damn, that was...
No, absolutely.
What, they weren't as dead as they were.
That's all just Metaspire.
They were just over here. Oh, silly me. No, I said he did some sort of cloning stuff. Cloning exists in the universe. He's fine. He brought them back. Yeah, of course. You know, you've got like Camden Kane, whatever his name is. You know, he's started to manufacture more creatures like him, and they're really solid, and they've got massive defense. You know, I don't know if you can have Psylux. I don't think you can have Psylux in this game. Maybe find fragments of the experiments of Psylux, so you can like
brother. Sonux's brother.
his brother
Jerry.
Sucks. No, or just Jerry. Everybody's just called Jerry. We can't think of a name to call him Jerry. His brother Springer. But you know, you're so yes, they've got their own things. And then as you take on other like, yeah, you can get like you know, these creature hides that augment you and stuff. But also, if you're gathering things from other races, if you get something from the super soldier sort of canon race, then okay, that's great, but it's made you a bit heavier. So like you're trading off stuff. So it's really about like customization and what your character can do within that. You can really customize your experience by experiencing all these different races and tackling all these creatures.
So it's really more like a Monster Hunter game with a Metroid coat over the top of it.
Yes.
With a couple of Metroid-y mechanics thrown in, like a morph ball and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're sure that you also have those Metroid Prime Hunters things on the side, like the capture game and all that.
Modes.
100%. 100%.
Not disjointed.
The arena stuff.
No,
Yeah, we
it
haven't
makes
really
it-
talked
it
about
makes
the
sense.
arena mode a whole lot, have we?
You just sort of said it's there.
Fine.
It's there.
It's
too.
right. It's there. But it's very much because right. We were saying about how Prime Hunters, the multiplayer is the big thing, right? That was the thing, the showcase for the game. This is the showcase. It's the multiplayer hunting of the big monsters. That's there if you want the classic arena experience, harking back to Hunters. But really, it's about fighting these monsters together.
Okay.
And isn't that what we're all here to do? Fight monsters together.
Yeah.
We're all here to
True.
fight our outer beasts and inner beasts.
True that. True.
That sounded really. That was too poignant and touching and real for this show, John. That's gonna. I might just cut that out and just use that as my sort of mantra when I wake up in the morning.
When you scan an amoeba as one of Silux's phrases.
Yeah, that's how. That's how
We're all here to
Silex
fight
is
our
in
inner
this game.
beasts and outer beasts. It would be so good. Right, hang on. Let's just pretend. Let's pretend. Right. So where's my? Has anybody got the little amiibo with them?
Mine's back
Mine
there.
across the room.
Mine's
Right, so
all
Josh
the way
is-
there.
Samus go? So we're playing the game. We're playing Metroid Prime 4. John, I hope you're ready with your soundbite. We're playing Metroid
Let's
Prime
see.
4. Gonna just pretend this is Silux. Gonna scan Silux.
It's all about fighting your inner beasts and outer beasts.
It's actually
British
really
now.
good.
Yeah.
It would be really good.
I
actually
hope
quite
he's
like it.
British. It'd be great.
Hey, oi, Samus! Got a bone to pick with
Samus,
you.
mate, come
Remember
on, mate.
me?
But only be his wife who's like, remember me? Oh, yeah, mate. Right, John, have you got a quick third pitch?
That leaves me with my very quick one because we are low on time now. So, mine is actually a very simple one. We are bringing Metroid Prime Hunters back as a free game. You heard that right. We have done free before. We've done Tetris 99 and F-Zero 99. And I think the way we get away with this is by giving a rather slim experience. So we are bringing Metroid Prime Hunters back in this brand new game called Metroid Prime Hunted. Basically, there's one core mode, and in this core mode, you play a traditional round of Metroid Prime Hunters. Apart from, if you kill some enemies, you lose points. Why is that happening? When you spawn, you get a target. It will say, Silux is your target. If you kill someone who is not at Silux, you will lose a point. However, there is more to this. There is more to that. So you are hunting Silux, but someone else is going to be hunting you. And if you kill that person that's hunting you, you're going to get a point. You're not going to lose a point for that. They're after you. You're defending yourself. So it's a game about figuring out who you can and can't kill. Can you trust everyone around you? There's going to be a lot of ceasefire going on. It's a game of playing with everyone's mind, finding the opportunity to try and kill someone.
Yeah.
It's big mind game stuff. That's the core mode. We also have a rotation going on, like how F-Zero 99 works. So you can, like, that game has like the classic ones every 30 minutes or whatever. So we're going to have some side modes every 30 minutes, like capture the flag and things like that. But the core mode is always running. And it's as simple as that. The hunters have their own abilities. We're going to have, it's arena style, so you can go around, you can get power-ups, you can get the wave beam, you can get the grapple and all that. But that is the core. It's simple, but we think it's going to be effective and get people into the Metroid series.
I love the idea of playing an arena shooter and coming around the corner and going,
Yeah. Can you...
you're both just
hesitating.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, first question: how is it? All the hunters from Hunters, are they back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there
Big time.
any new ones on top of them? No, just the Hunters cast.
Just the one that everyone knows and loves. The ones everyone knows and loves. The
That's it.
iconic ones, they're all back.
Weevil.
Weevil! They're all the same.
That other one.
Yeah.
They're all here.
Yeah, you'll see the Nintendo Direct reaction compilations, everyone going, "Oh my god, Weevil!"
That would be me on the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
All the
Every time you
boomers.
respawn as well, you get a new target. So the person cannot become familiar with you being the one chasing after them. It's going to be constantly mixing up.
That's a
whenever you
really good
respawn.
idea.
So-
Like a hesitant arena shooter is quite funny.
Yeah.
So,
and
so
very
you might
good.
run into someone who's not your target, but then when you kill your target, that person might become your target. So
Yeah.
then you go back to them.
This friendly person. Blah, 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 blah.
Like, how do you win? Is it a timer-based game where you're just doing this for a certain amount of time, or do you have to hit a certain amount of targets?
Yeah, it's going to be time a bit. A bit of both. So we'll have a limit of 10 kills to win, which is going to be slower because it's a slower paced game. Most people probably won't go all blasting because they'll be obvious. You want to play tactically, but there's also going to be a 10-minute timer. So it's unlikely you get those 10 kills in 10 minutes, but it is possible.
Okay. Okay.
I like that.
So what power-ups are we finding? You said grapple beam
Yeah,
as one.
yeah, we
What
got
about
lots.
the other, like, wepen types or any other
Yeah,
side weapons?
It's map dependent. Some maps will have the grapple beam, some maps will have the spider ball. You also get the ice beam where you can freeze enemies, which might be good if you're alone with someone in a room. Just freeze them, and then you can do all the damage, and no one's gonna know. They might hear the sound effects though of all the blasts going on. Like, I've got to see what's going on over there. So you got to make a quick escape in that time.
Who's developing it?
NST, we're trusting them again.
Yeah,
I think they've got it.
I think so.
They've got it nailed.
So what are we doing in terms... Because F-Zero 99, Tetris 99, etc., they've all been updated post-launch with new content. F-Zero paced out its tracks a lot, and then it started adding new tracks from the Satellaview games and stuff like that. New decal for your carts to wear. What are we doing for Metroid?
So here's the thing: the rollout is going to be maps. However, we're also not going to have all the maps there. So there's going to be a rotation of maps going on. So sometimes maps are just replaced by other ones. Right. So you're playing in January. You've got, like, your favorite map might not be there anymore. Oh, where's it gone? Ooh. I've got to play again in February. I'm hooked.
Doing these on a monthly basis.
Very good.
So I was thinking how much of this is like Splatoon in how much we're going to control.
It's like Splatoon, you've got to wait a month for your map sometimes.
Splatoon, but also, again, you turn up in front of another squid, you go... and then run. I love it.
But you will also have the decals as well. So when you play as your hunter, they'll gain their own experience bar. You'll get you can change their armor, their colors, things like that.
Okay. Okay. Is regular survival mode going to be there as just one of the additional modes?
One of the side modes. Yeah. So it's part of the rotation. You've got regular survival. You've got capture. You've got King of the Hill, but it's not called King of the Hill.
It's called Nodes.
It's called Nodes. Yeah.
Any new modes other than Hunted?
No. We're not doing much new here apart from the core mode. We want to really give the big Metroid Prime Hunters fan base their flowers.
Okay.
Mouse controls as well. So we're not having lock on, which is part of every console Metroid Prime game. We're focusing solely on aiming. It's it's not about the what Metroid Prime plays like in other games. It's all about that precision. You can use dual sticks, you can use gyro, but mouse is recommended because we're going full on Quake.
Nice. Okay. Are we having any accessibility stuff like in F-Zero? You've got like the mode that you can the toggle that makes it so you don't crash into walls to make it easier for newcomers to F-Zero and how crazy it is. We doing
Tanabe said that sounds a bit woke.
Darn that Tanabe.
Tanabe going, too woke. Take it out. Incredible.
Honestly, though, not known in this circumstance, because I think maybe there will be some accessibility things like a colorblind option and things like that. But in terms of gameplay accessibility, we're not having anything like that. Okay. Everyone on a level playing field.
Okay. Yeah, just get good. Is what Tanabe's other famous phrase. Get good. I don't know about you, Josh, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing John's summary of these three pitches.
I think it'll be good. Let's
Son's notes. I'm just going to settle back. John always takes the out of me about how long this takes me. You go ahead, John.
There'll be zero mistakes and zero errors.
Well, did you like?
I was zero mistakes. Remember, I just wanted
out of all of these pitches, which did you like the most? Huh? Was it Josh's Metroid Prime Hunters Arena? That was the title.
It was.
This is an arena boomer shooter where you can play as not only the hunters from Metroid Prime Hunters, but also all the hunters from Metroid Prime 3 and new characters and Anthony, people from across Other Rem, people from across all the Metroid series plucked through little wormholes through time. Mm-hmm. There's also a single-player mode which has all their backstories, acts as a tutorial for the game. You can go around in these arenas, you can get some elemental power-ups. Mm-hmm. Everyone's going to have their own abilities, whether it's Samus who has the morph ball, or it's going to be weaveling around. That's the core premise of Josh's idea. Or did you like George's Metroid Prime Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Which is a Monster Hunter collaboration with Capcom. By the way, Josh's was by NST. Oh. And Capcom are basically making a Monster Hunter game within the Metroid Prime universe. Mm-hmm. It's in third person, not in Metroid Prime first person. There's going to be a... that's not a mistake, that's just bodily error.
Sure. Might keep that in. I haven't decided that.
There's going to be a arena side activity where you can go in and do regular Metroid Prime Hunters arena modes such as capture the flag or survival. But the core mode is about going to hunt monsters, gaining your abilities, getting better weapons, playing co-op with your friends. And it's all about stopping the Jerry Prime.
No,
Jerry.
That was you guys said Jerry Prime.
Jerry Prime.
You can play as different races.
Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime.
But yes, it's third person, and you're going to be using your abilities to take down all these monsters, growing, and finally taking down Jerry at the end.
Yes.
And then you've also got mine, which is just Metroid Prime Hunters. It's free as part of NSO. Apart from, you have a brand new core mode where you are given a target, and you lose points if you kill someone who isn't your target, unless it's the person who's trying to get you as well. And that's it.
I forgot,
Which of those
forgot to ask on yours. How many players per round?
Fantastic question. It's 10.
10. Okay.
Not too many, not too few.
Not 99, not 4.
It'd be a bit hard to keep track of 99 players. Of like,
again,
which one of these 100 people?
If you got one target, just like going, ooh, who is it?
Yes.
No, it's flying without a net. Very good.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. George, thank you.
Thank you for taking over. How did you find your time in the hot?
I thought it would be horrific because of my prep time, which didn't allow me to do much. But
That's great.
It went okay.
I don't know if I would have picked as my first quiz question what button lets you jump. But you know what?
Well, I thought the double tap was. It's very tied to this
To be
game.
fair, if it
I had
wasn't,
a good time.
yeah, if it was only double tap and not the usual jump button, it would have been a good.
Yeah.
It would have been a pretty good question.
This is true. This is true.
Josh, do you like Metroid?
I like Metroid. I had a good time. I wanted to share that pitch that I've had bubbling
great.
up inside.
Yeah.
Because it should happen. We need more Metroid characters. I need an excuse to bring Anthony back. We need more Metroid stuff. So
Remember me.
Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. This has been the NintenDormant podcast, and you can catch us every week, every waking hour. You can watch every episode. There are a bunch of them now. If you listen to all of them back to back, you're going to have hours upon hours of great content about Nintendo franchises. So you can consider doing that right now.
I will add, we have our live record on the 18th of December. So check out our Patreon. You can hear us for our Christmas episode reviving Smash Brothers. That's going to be the biggie. Are you? Find us on Patreon. Find us on BlueSky. I think that's it. I feel
Forgotten Smash Brothers finally coming back.
Never heard of it
that
before.
dormant franchise. Do you want to do one more intense microphone blast to see us out, John? I feel like I've ruined the sort of crescendo at the end of the episode.
Okay. Remember to always tuck yourself in when you go to bed.
Good night, everyone. Good night.